Taking the podium is Philadelphia Union head coach Jim Curtin. Jim will give an opening statement, then we'll open the floor to questions.
Yeah, anytime you take the field, you want to get a win, you get a victory. I still think the exercise tonight was an effective one, but before I even talk on the game, I think some pretty important things for the club happened kind of by chance, and a little bit of, I got caught off guard by it a little bit, and it kind of hit me, so I do want to bring it up. As you're sitting in the pregame, getting ready, getting the team ready, you see the lineup come out. You see Bedoya, captain in the USA. You see Pontius in the lineup. Andre Blake will captain Jamaica tomorrow. Watching simultaneously the Bethlehem Steel game, and you see Brendan Aronson, Seth Kuhn, Tiger Graham, Joseph Samuel, Tomas Romero on the field. 6 to 7 guys, 16-year-old kids that are out there for us and doing a great job, not just being on the field, but impacting the game. Then you fast forward to our game tonight, and the performances of some of the young guys in a hard spot, in a hard game. Austin Trusty, and Anthony Fontana, who comes in and looks experienced in the short time he gets the opportunity to play. So when Ernie and I talk about what we envision, this is a very positive night in a lot of ways, to have international players do well for our country, to have young kids coming up and making our decisions tough on the field. The success of Bethlehem Steel and how that's grown, I think it is always good to step back occasionally, because we do get caught up, because we do want to win first and foremost, but at the same time it is good sometimes to step back and see that there are some real positive things that the fan base can be very proud of, and the Union badge is growing. So I wanted to mention that. As for tonight, the 2-2 result, of course you want to win games. Again, Swansea's a high quality opponent. We worked all week with both groups on how we wanted to press, and our pressing cues, and balls to the outside back being a cue for us, any negative pass being a cue for us. We had some success with it tonight, but Swansea has some quality too, so they made us pay a few times, and they got out of tight spaces because they have talent. Great exercise though going into next week, preparing for Montreal. Disappointing on the restarts, we talked about that. That is a team that is obviously very big and strong and physical. We didn't do a good job, especially on the second balls. Sometimes maybe it just takes heading the ball over the line and ending the play. We had some opportunities to clear balls and do a better job, and we didn't do that. So still some takeaways and things we can work on and improve. But overall, I'm happy with the exercise tonight. I'm really proud of the old guys for helping the young guys. The way it was set up was to protect the young guys, but again, they thrived tonight and did a good job for us.
We'll start with Ryan here on the right.
Jay Simpson, really good. That goal was nice. How close is he to making that?
Yeah, Jay's been great every training session. He puts a lot of work in. He's a goal scorer. He gets in and around the box. He finishes. It's the same thing we see each and every day at training. He happens to have CJ Sapong playing very well in front of him. And again, we're going to need every guy to step up in key moments now, with injuries, with different things. And Jay is a guy I'm fully confident in. When his number's called, he can score goals. I thought he was excellent tonight in terms of holding the ball up. The defensive running that he did, that we require out of that position, is a lot. CJ does it. Jay really did a great job of it tonight as well. I thought his sharing the pressing with Adam Najem, who was also excellent on the night. Was really happy with the way those two worked, but obviously also most happy for Jay to get a goal, because that's what strikers want to do. They want to score. He made a very good play, a good run. El Seno plays a good ball in, and it gets us that second goal.
We'll stay on the right here with Peter.
So you handed Anthony Fontana his debut tonight, and also Austin Trusty, you signed last year. Can you talk a little more about what you saw from those guys tonight?
Yeah, there's a lot of debuts. I think Aaron Jones as well. You could go through. There's a long list of guys. And again, we are a team in the true sense of the word. Everyone contributes. You guys don't always get to see them, but the work that they put in training sessions each and every day. Today was about rewarding them, and it was thought out by Ernie and myself, and that we wanted our whole group to be together for this game now, going into the second half of the season. So we had the whole group together. We knew strategically that it would leave Bethlehem Steel shorthanded, but naturally all that leads to is more young players getting on the field and getting experience there. So really happy in that regard for everybody to step up and do a good job. And again, the debuts are special. To have it come against a Premier League team is probably unique, timing-wise. I think Derek had it last year, and Anthony gets it this year. Did a great job, and again looked fearless, and that's what we want. We like players that aren't scared, and I think a lot of guys showed well tonight.
Any more questions for Jim on the floor? Go ahead, Jim.
What did you learn from playing against a Premier League team today?
Yeah, so again, they're at a different stage of their season. They're getting ramped up. They're gaining fitness. It's obviously to them this feels like 120 degrees to us. So this is hot for a Premier League team. So they're at a different stage. They have a whole nother level that they can go to. But you can see the quality that they have in their group. A real handful athletically up top. Very dangerous on set pieces. So for our guys to test themselves against a top tier team is good for everybody. We're competitive. They're pro athletes, and they want to see and play against the best. And a lot of guys, I thought, rose to that occasion. You do learn. I think the biggest difference in the leagues, our league to their league, is they take their chances. It doesn't take 8 or 9 opportunities or shots to bury a goal. You could see how clinical they were, especially on the restarts tonight. So that's probably the biggest difference. And for our guys, I think it's a great exercise, and they'll only get better from it.
We'll wrap it up here in the middle.
Do you think that the MLS, so the MLS is improving a lot in the last few years. Do you think in the next few years it can be compared to the major European leagues, so like Serie A, Bundesliga?
Yeah.
So in terms of sponsors and overall.
I think you hit it with the sponsors, right? There's billionaires now that are investing in MLS, and these are smart men, that own NFL and Major League Baseball franchises. They don't make mistakes. They see MLS as, if it was a stock, a very hot one, and one to jump on board in. You see now the quality of the stadiums, the training facilities, the players that are coming up, the working environments everyone has. Not just high quality players coming, but also people in the front offices, the general managers, the technical directors that are coming over here, the coaches. It's more appealing. You have Patrick Vieira and Tata. So again, it's the more success that we have, obviously the financial part of the sponsorship, the ownership. In this country, we want to push to have it be a top tier league. That's the goal of the people at MLS headquarters, and I think. I got to give them a heck of a lot of credit, because I played in this league, and I think it was on life support. My second year in it, I thought it could have been over, and I would be probably an accountant or something awful like that right now. But again, it's really grown quickly at a rate that I never thought I'd see in my lifetime. It's a special time for the league. I think that they're expanding aggressively, but they're doing it in a way that makes sense. They're doing it in markets that you look at Orlando, you look at Atlanta, you look at what they've created down there. It's impressive, and it's a growing league, one I'm very fortunate to be a part of. And again, we want the Philadelphia Union brand, as this league continues to grow, to be one that's known for producing players for our national team, developing young players that want to come here in our academy, which is the best in the country, come through and then become professionals with our first team. So every strategy from each team is unique and different. Every ownership group is different, but our league is a special one right now, and it's an exciting time for MLS for sure.
We'll do the last one, Kevin, in the back.
Jim, there's a sequence where Anthony got into the channel and
Yeah.
back on his left,
Yeah.
Harris actually stood up and started clapping. What does it just say that these guys are kind of dialed into what's going on, even at 17-year-old?
Yeah, they root for each other. They're it sounds cliche, but they're brothers in some ways. They spend so much time together. Does everyone get along perfectly? Of course not, but when certain guys do well, they get excited. You should hear how complimentary our top players are of a Marcus Epps and the talent that they see in him each and every day. And they come up to me and say, I've played a lot of places, but I haven't seen a kid like this. Anthony's the same way. Harris has put his arm around him since preseason when Anthony was in with us. And the kid, he makes you smile. He's been around our group now in sort of in the preseason, it felt like almost like in a mascot kind of way. But then he gets on the field and it's like, whoa, this kid is real. So it's exciting now for him to see him step on the field with pros, and you can see he's not scared. And again, as soon as he takes that shot, everybody, myself included, got real excited because it looked it came off I thought he caught the goalkeeper off guard a little bit and just kind of sailed at the end. But that's what he brings. He plays and he moves. He doesn't stand after he plays the ball. He's always looking to get on the end of things, and for a midfielder can get goals, which is so valuable. A lot of talent in him, and I think a bright future.
Thank you, Jim. Locker room is open.